You're the only person I know who can solve a quadratic equation, but can't put on a damn shirt," he muses. Quadratic equations actually aren't very hard. They're kind of beginner math. I deadpan. His lip ticks up, lifting his scraggly beard and mustache along with it. "You're a real smartass, Jonah." I heard smart in all of that, so thank you, I joke back, patting his chest with my palm as I pass him to head down the stairs. Grandpa Hank is my favorite person. He always has been. He was around a lot more than my dad, his son, ever was. Not that my dad was an absent parent or anything, at least not by choice. Randy Wydner was incredibly responsible, albeit not enough to get a life insurance policy. My guess is he did the calculations on his age and health and found it wholly unnecessary. Fitting, then, that the same responsibility might be what killed him. My dad literally worked himself to death, putting in 70-plus hours a week for a decade straight to help his best friend's tiny startup company become what it is today, a leader in the future of AI. Not that my dad saw any of the riches from that success. My mom likes to try to sell the both of us on the lie that my dad just passed away before Corbin's company went public last year and broke out huge. And on the surface, that's all factual. But Mom and I are still here, and while Corbin is off yachting on the fruits of my dad's literal labor, his two living dependents are barely staying afloat. If Corbin were a real friend, he would have thrown a few scraps our way. That's how I see it. Grandpa Hank sees it that way, too. He calls him Crooked Corbin in front of Mom. When it's just me and him, he calls him a real son of a bitch. Both are accurate. "How about you make the coffee and I scramble us some eggs?" Grandpa asks. I swallow hard, my back to him and my attention on the coffee pot, and utter out a tepid, "Sure." My grandpa's eggs are runny as hell. They're barely edible. I have to eat them fast in order to choke them down. The unfortunate result of that is that my grandpa thinks I gobble them up because I like them so much. I just don't have the heart to break it to him. Every time he stands at that stove, he waxes on about his years as a cook in the army. I bet the soldiers slurp those suckers down out of desperation, too. I remind myself each time that I can use the protein. Runny eggs are as close as I get to working out. Mom's already gone to work. She started taking on weekend shifts at the garage in Old Town, answering phones and keeping up with the books. I don't think the owners actually need the help. They aren't very busy. It's a charity gig, but it pays the gas and electric bills, so my mom goes dutifully. Thank God for the business of doing taxes. It's all my mom does in both jobs, and she's the last person her company will ever let go, or so she says. "You hear the big ruckus across the street last night?" My grandpa's question is his way of asking why I don't go to parties. He thinks I need a social life. He's right. He's also caught me staring across the street on more than one occasion. He's polite enough to not bring up the pretty blonde girl this early in the morning. He usually waits for his evening whiskey to kick in to needle me. I do stare, though most of the time I'm too afraid to actually talk to Eleanor. In fact, we've probably only exchanged words a handful of times. All of the Trombley girls are beautiful, but Eleanor, she's special. 18, hair that falls in waves, and a cheerleading uniform that fits as if she was born to wear it. She's literally a dream girl. My dream girl. But it's more than how pretty she is that has me captivated. I can't quite pin what it is exactly, but ever since junior high, I have been smitten with her. Like the way awkward superheroes fall for normal humans with no explanation at all. Sadly, I possess no superhuman skills to wow her with or employ to leap into danger to save her. That doesn't stop my massive crush, though. Maybe it's her confidence, or maybe the smile she wears like a badge of honor, pushing her cheeks into round cherries. I could pick her laugh out of a crowd in a heartbeat. It's as though it was created for me to hear, to recognize, and I don't really know why. I shake my head, realizing a lot of time has passed. "I must have really been knocked out," I finally respond. I gently kick a chair leg to make room for my thin frame to slide in, while my grandfather coughs out a laugh at my expense. I have a feeling he knows I was daydreaming about Eleanor. I set his coffee by the seat next to me, then cradle my own mug and breathe in the steam coming from the top. I'll need this smell.